LD, you know what? Skip this introduction, man. Forget the introduction. Listen, let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all something right now, okay? These 4 jackasses that you see in the thumbnail, you know what, man? These dudes and these 2 girls, they disgusting. They dumb as hell. They gotta be some of the dumbest people on God's green earth, and that's just the way that is. Okay, you know, I'm completely and overly disgusted about what happened to this mentally challenged dude. You know, don't come at me with all kind of stupid stuff. Look, man, whatever it is, it was messed up. They did this dude wrong. Now, you got some people saying that these 4 people deserve the death penalty. That's stupid. No, they don't. It was messed up. It was completely messed up. But the death penalty, no, they don't deserve the death penalty. And here's my thing. Why is it that, and this just me, why is it that we want to give the death penalty out to us, to black people? Why we always got to get the harshest crimes available and people just call for that crap? I never understand that. That's just how it is. Now, I know some of y'all ain't gonna like this video, but you know, I'm gonna tell it, I'm gonna say it the way I'm gonna say it, and I'm gonna tell the truth whether you want to hear it or not. I'm gonna tell it like it is. It's just the way that is. But y'all, you know, I don't want to digress. This dude, what these people did to this dude was messed up. And you know, unfortunately, you know what's gonna happen to them? They not gonna do a lot of jail time. They're not gonna do a lot of jail time. They're gonna pretty much do little to no time on this. Y'all know that. They're going to do little to no time because, see, in their opinion, they were just messing with them. And, yeah, we would like to see them get a lot of time. I know I would. But no judge for this, they're not going to give them a whole lot of time. The least they may do is 6 months. The most they may do is maybe 5-10 years, okay? And the girls probably going to get less than that because they really were kind of egging it on most of the time. So they ain't going to get a lot of time for this, y'all. I hate to tell y'all this. They not. They're going to be right back out. But see, here's the thing. Here's the thing with them being right back out. You guys, y'all know what's going to happen to them, man. See, they parents going to try to lobby and try to get them out of all kind of trouble. That's what parents do. They try to get kids out of trouble when they do stuff. Okay? I know my mom, my dad, my parents ain't do that crap, man. If I did something, that's just it. I did it. If I did anything, I did it. They didn't come get me out. They didn't come rescue me, you know, from my own destruction. They didn't do that. They let me sink. And that's why I become a man. Because they didn't get me out of the messes that I created. You see, my parents had a rule. And they always used to tell me, my mom always used to say, Coach, well, she don't call me Coach, but I call me Coach. Coach, you are going to be the result of the consequences of the choices that you choose to make. And and she always used to tell me that. And tell me that. She always told me that. And I used to always wonder, you know, why is she always telling me that? I'm sick of her telling me that. She said, son, you're going to be the consequences of the choices that you choose to make. She kept saying that. You know, when I was running around doing all kind of crazy stuff, you are the consequences of the choices that you choose to make. See, I know these kids, they probably had parents had problem with them at school. Any social function, these parents have problems with these kids. But see, it's your responsibility to teach them. It's your responsibility. See, you're charged with that. And if you can't teach them the right way, then you shouldn't have kids. I know that some kids, they stray out and they do what their parents don't want them to do. I know that happens. But even those kind of kids, they know right from wrong, and they're not the worst in the bunch. See, these kids that did this to this mentally challenged dude, see, it's a pure parental problem. Pure. Very pure. And those parents, you're going to have to live with it. You may not even care what these kids do. You may not even want to deal with them, but guess what? You're the parents. And unfortunately, since you didn't teach your kids how to deal with the consequences of the choices that they chose to make, now you're going to be dealing with the consequences of the choices that your kids chose to make. And let me tell you the grim reality of what's going to happen to your kids. And I hope whoever you parent these 4 idiots, I hope y'all listening. Let me tell you the grim reality of what's going to happen. You see, they're going to try this. They're going to try to mess with the wrong person. And they're going to think it's somebody really gullible and easy like they thought that this mentally, challenged person was. See, they're going to think that they're going to get in and really do some damage to somebody mentally challenged again. Oh, they're going to get out, they're going to do it again. But see, what's going to happen is that person is going to have something for them. And they're going to end up getting killed. See, it's a matter of time before they actually get killed. You get killed for stuff like this. I'll never forget. There were these kids. And these kids, they were running around this whole town and they were robbing cab drivers. What they would do is they would get in the cab, right? They would have the cab driver drive them to a location. And they would get them to, get the cab driver to drive to like this location where they can get out and rob them and take the cab and sell the car, do all kind of stuff, scrap everything. And they did that. They were doing this for about a year. But they ran up on the right cab driver. And it was this Arab dude. They made him, told him to drop him off at this location. And what they do is that they get out the car and they try to act like they ain't got no money, they ain't gonna pay. And so if you get out the car, of course the cab driver gonna get out the car to get his money. So this Arab guy got out the car, and when he got out the car, they held him up at gunpoint. And so, they were asking him, get your money. He said, well, it's in the car. Can I just give you my wallet? Don't shoot me. And so they were like, yeah, okay, well, you going to get the money, homie, just that kind of stuff. And so he reached into the car up under his seat, and he turned around and he shot these dudes, shot them in the head. Point blank range, shot these two teenagers in the head. Now, here go the irony in this. Their parents, tried to press charges against this cab driver who they tried to rob, say that the cab driver shot them for no reason, they were trying to run. But all the evidence point to, them dudes was standing right there in front of him with guns out, and he shot them in the head. No remorse. I think he shot them 3 times apiece. No remorse. None. This guy must have shot real fast. He shot them both in the head. I'm talking about 6 times. They got shot 6 times. But see, there's a moral in the story. I don't like to hear when people die. That's not my goal, but I tell you what, you get everything you deserve in life if you keep doing things that you shouldn't be doing. You get everything you deserve in life when you do stupid stuff that you should never do, such as this. See, now those boys, they are a consequence of the choice that they chose to make. See, they chose to rob a cab driver. They chose to. And they suffered the consequences. They died. And now the parents blaming the cab driver. No. See, these were your dysfunctional ass children. Okay? It was them. It was them that did this. It wasn't the cab driver. The cab driver was just there trying to earn a living for him and his family. That's what he was doing. He was trying to keep food on his table and a roof over his head is what he was trying to do. But no, you got your ignorant son, both of your ignorant sons out here trying to rob somebody instead of them going to get a job, instead of them trying to go better themselves. They out here trying to rob somebody and you got killed for it. You got killed. And these 4 right here, they're going to mess with the wrong person. I'm telling y'all, they're going to mess with the wrong person. And that person is going to show them the light. But that light, it's going to be truth, all right. That light going to be truth. And the truth is going to be 6 feet under, dead. That's the truth that they're going to start seeing in life. And I'm going to tell you something. These 4, they're not going to do a lot of jail time for this, y'all. They just not. That's just the way that is. That's just the way that is. They're not going to do a lot of jail time. They ain't going to jail. They're going to go to jail, but it's not going to be a lot of time. And they're going to be right back out. And guess what? They're going to try it again. But see, the irony of what's going to happen when they try it again to the right person? They're going to get killed. Somebody going to kill them. See, beating up and torturing and humiliating a special needs person, it just really shows, okay? It don't even matter, man. This person, he don't know. He don't understand why, these people are being mean to him. He don't know why. All he knows is that he needs to comply so these people are not mad at him anymore. And he was scared out of his mind. We can say whatever we want, but it was messed up, okay? Do they deserve the death penalty? No, they don't deserve the death penalty for that. Stop, y'all. Stop with the death penalty. If they deserve the death penalty, then Dylann Roof need to have 1,000 deaths. I'm just saying. If they deserve the death penalty, then George Zimmerman need to be somewhere dead. If they deserve the death penalty, then Ray Tenzin, the man that shot the dude that were pulling off, he need to be dead. If they deserve the death penalty, the man that had his hands up walking back to his car that killed him, he need a death penalty too. So stop. These 4 teenagers, they don't deserve the death penalty for beating up a special needs kid. It was messed up. It was completely messed up, and I'm pissed off about it because I deal with those kind of kids. But they gonna get out of jail, and I'm gonna tell you, they're gonna do it. See, if somebody in jail don't check them, if somebody in jail don't check these 4 idiots, guess what? Somebody gonna roll up on them, and they gonna roll up on somebody, and they gonna try, that person gonna pull out heat. And I'm talking about this the kind of heat that you can't extinguish. They gonna pull out the heat. And when they pull out the heat, they gonna know it's hot. But see, it's gonna be too late. Because when you feel that fire, you're gonna get burned. But you're not gonna be able to step up out the fire. And that, my friends, is just the way that is. I'm done.